Hey there, and welcome. You know that feeling when you walk away from a conversation and you just kind of wonder, what did they really think? What mark did I actually leave? It's a huge question, and today we're going to get right to the heart of it. We're diving into the one thing people truly remember about you long, long after you said goodbye.
So let's just start right here. Seriously, take a second. When you leave a room, what do you think actually sticks with people? Is it that really clever joke you told? The cool shoes you were wearing? Your impressive job title? We put so much energy into crafting this image of ourselves, but is that what actually lasts? This question right here is the key to everything we're talking about today.
All right, first up, let's talk about what we usually focus on, the outer shell. This is all the surface level stuff, the image we project out into the world, often with a ton of effort.
And this phrase just cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? Think about all the time and energy we pour into our appearance, getting the clothes just right, having a certain look. Society basically tells us that how cool we are on the outside is how much we're worth. But is that the whole story? Not even close.
And this. Wow, this just lays out the disconnect perfectly. Look at the left column. These are the things we can obsess over, right? The outfit, the hair, the title. But they're fleeting, they're superficial. Now look at the right. The feeling of respect, the sense of being heard, the warmth of kindness. You can't see these things, but man, you can feel them. Deeply. This is the difference between a temporary impression and a truly lasting impact.
Okay, so let's go a layer deeper. We're moving from that outer shell to the inner impact. This is all about what we give other people on an emotional level. It's that invisible exchange that happens every single time we interact with someone.
And boom, there it is, the absolute heart of this whole idea. It's not about what you did or what you said or even what you wore. The bottom line, the thing that sticks, is the emotional experience you created for that other person. Your words and actions, they're just the tools. The feeling you leave behind, that's the finished product. It's powerful, it's personal, and it's unforgettable.
You know what's so powerful about this slide is how it makes the whole idea of feelings so real. Did you make someone feel valued, heard? Or did they walk away from you feeling kind of small, dismissed, or ignored? Every single word here represents a powerful emotional state that we can create in another person, whether we mean to or not. That's a pretty big responsibility when you think about it, isn't it?
So if feelings are what we create, what's the end result? Well, that brings us to the lasting imprint, the one thing that actually remains when all the other little details have completely faded away.
When we hear the word legacy, we usually think about money or big accomplishments, right? But this redefines it in such a beautiful way. Your real legacy is the emotional residue you leave behind. It's that warm feeling that lingers after a kind word, or that little sting of being overlooked. This is the legacy we are building every single day, with every single person we meet.
So when you strip it all back, you take away the clothes, the job title, the status, it all boils down to this one thing. There is only one thing that truly lasts in someone's heart and memory. And that one thing is the emotional impact you had on them, period.
And that brings us to the full quote, which just hits so much harder now that we've unpacked it. Remember, no matter how cool you look or dress, the only thing that remains in people's heart is how you made them feel. It's such a simple but profound truth. Appearance fades, accomplishments can be forgotten, but feelings linger. This is really the fundamental rule of human connection.
Now, this might sound like a lot of pressure, I get it. But here's the most empowering part of this whole thing. This legacy isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you actively choose to build, moment by moment, interaction by interaction.
And here's a super simple but powerful way to do it. First, just acknowledge it. Admit that our default setting is to worry about how we look on the outside. That's okay. Second, make a conscious shift. Before you speak, before you act, just take a half second to ask yourself, what feeling is this going to create? And third, create on purpose. Make it your goal to leave people feeling just a little bit better, a little more seen, a little more heard than they did before they ran into you.
So as we wrap this up, I really want to leave you with this question. It's not about what you're going to do today or what you're going to wear. It's a much deeper, much more important question. As you go about your day, in every single interaction, big or small, how will you choose to make someone feel? The answer to that question? Well, that's what's going to define your true legacy.